What's up, heroes? My name is Clone, and welcome back to KOTOR. Today, we are back at the beginning of the Leviathan escape mission to go over the events and the routes for our other characters. Today, we're going to be focusing on T3, M4, and everyone's favorite murder droid, HK-47. So right away, we're just going to start off with T3, M4, because he's a pretty resourceful little guy. He could certainly pull this off. And he's definitely gung-ho for it.
Probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us.
I love how only your character and Karth can really understand the droid, but Karth's got a very good idea. Let's do it!
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander. Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery. We found a disabled astromech droid in the back of the ship. Wipe its memory chips and take it to the junk pile. Maybe we can use some of its parts for salvage.
Now, every interaction is different depending on which character you take, so we're going to go ahead and skip our torture scene. Alright, after our torture scene, we get another interaction with Karth about which character's going to be bailing us out. He has little faith all of a sudden. So we jump back to where T3 is at the time we're being tortured. Of course, the Sith are taking him into droid maintenance. And is he going to be wiping his memory? No, that Sith guard's not. This droid's going to. How cruel. A droid wiping another droid's memories. So we sense the other droid attempting to access your higher memory areas. You'll need to take key opportunities to interfere with the process and slice the enemy droid in turn. So we're going to get a string of numbers loaded onto our screen, and we're going to try to disrupt his programming. So right away we see 34, 21, 13, 8, and 5. And we have a couple answers down at the bottom, 13, 3, 18, and 1. So there's got to be some sort of relation with all of these numbers, and it took me quite some time to figure out what it was. These numbers are actually arranged in a reverse Fibonacci sequence. Now, for those of you that don't know, in mathematics, the Fibonacci sequence is an arrangement of numbers in a system, and this tends to be one of the most popular ones here. So what this does is each number adds the 1 next to it. So in this case, 1 plus 1 would be 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is then 5. 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on and so forth. So in this case, we have everything in reverse. So 34 minus 21 is 13. 21 minus 13 is 8. So then in turn, 8 minus 5 would be 3. Now you want to be real careful with these because one mess up on these 3 parts sets you all the way back to the beginning, so you have to go through the entire sequence of taking off from your 3rd star map planet and go through the whole torture chamber once again. So be careful. So in this case, 3 is our answer. Successful with preventing Core 1 from being hacked. We get a new series of numbers then as well. See if we can find the relation here. So we have 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. And again, we have those numbers listed back to us, but there really doesn't seem to be a semblance of order per se. That's because there really isn't much of an order. It's simply the numbers in the binary code, just zeros and ones. So what you'll want to do in this case is pick the one that's not repeated, so 1, 0. Droid begins to collapse. We have one more now before we are all taken care of here, and T3 is free to roam around and wreak some havoc. So 2, 3, 5, and 7. Well, it's not a Fibonacci sequence right away. While 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is definitely not 7. So what could this be? In this case, it's listing off prime numbers, just happens to omit 1. So 2, 3, 5, 7. We can then rule out 8 and 9 because they're not prime. Now 11 or 13. Well, this is being done in numerical order, so 11 would be the next one. Droid slams his keyboard, freaks out, and good old T3 makes it go boom. We are now free to move around. So we're in droid maintenance. Right away here to our left are some upgrades. Go ahead and take those on out. We can go ahead then, and this is going to be another footlocker that we can raid too. Some good parts, some stun rays and whatnot. And a flamethrower. Thankfully, these guys have not de-equipped T3, so I'm going to give them the advanced flamethrower right away. Go into an advanced stun gun. We still have a weapon. Going to put a greater energy shield on and put the motion sensor type 3 on because why not? I don't have any other parts that'll go here. Now what I'd like to do next is I like to reactivate this decommissioned droid. Because what I do with T3 is I have lots of computer and repair skills just because he's a droid. He'd be good for it. There are certain times in my playthroughs I've gone ahead and used him. So go ahead. They're going to speak droid to each other back and forth, and we're just going to pretend like we know what they're saying. For all they know, they're saying bad things about my mother. So we're going to go ahead and reactivate the droid. Only cost me 1 repair part with how high I have T3M4's repair skill. So we all see here right away, it's only going to cost me 1 repair part to optimize his weaponry, to optimize his targeting system, to activate his shields, and to engage in patrol mode. So I'm going to use all 4 repair parts. Go ahead and reactivate this thing and let it go ahead and do the instructions I've programmed it to do. Oh, that's weird to think. A droid's programming another droid to do things. Well, what goes around comes around, Sith droids. And the Sith are not going to like this little surprise. They should have made sure and done it themselves that I was broken down and decommissioned. Because right out here are some technicians. I'm going to go ahead and queue up my flamethrower because everyone here must burn to flames. Go down through the fire and the flames. He can't take me. And he is taken on down, and our droid's going to engage in patrol mode, and we might be lucky and get some drops like I did while he's going on down that ramp to engage his patrol mode. Going to go on through this door that we could certainly loot. There's some medical supplies. While they might not benefit T3, they are certainly good for our sentient players once we get them back soon enough. I'll scroll on down this ramp. The droids made it to the bottom. And coming around the corner should be another Sith. And the droid's already going for him. There he goes. Sith guard. He's already going to open fire. Just kind of going, why is my own thing attacking me? But flamethrower. Nothing. When it comes down to it, flamethrower wins. And 2 more technicians. Go ahead, just flamethrower them all because why not? Get a little closer. Or we're just going to shoot them on down here. And they're all taken care of. Now right away here we see some remains of a starboard cell block card and a poison grenade. Normally though this guy does drop that key card, so we're going to use that. Head on this way. Now remember, don't go through this door. This door has bad things. We're going to come down here to all the prison cells. And oddly enough, when you use missions, she's normally in this one. You start in this one, she's not there. No idea where everybody is. So we're going to go ahead and talk to this Rodian here and get Icebreaker. He doesn't understand us, but we clearly understand him. We're going to go ahead and let him out, and he's going to give us the Icebreaker. So now all we have to do, we don't necessarily have to pick the lock like we did with mission. We have that key card. Just going to go ahead and walk to it. Now he's free. He can go about his business. He's going to just take off down the hallway. Just go on ahead and run. Now we're going to go back to that computer room. We now have Icebreaker in hand. We're going to set everybody free from the cells and pretty much let them kill each other with the riot equipment. So use my Icebreaker. While it doesn't cost me anything to hack into the system, I don't have any parts before I use the Icebreaker. So we're going to access the cameras and go ahead and use the riot equipment in here as well. Riot systems engaged. Everyone should be going down here in just a moment. Now there's one last thing we're going to use the Icebreaker for. And that will be, we're going to go back to the root menu, access system commands, and open the detention area, which we spawned right in front of. So to do that, then we're going to go ahead, go back up the ramp to where everything started. Don't forget to loot down there. I believe you can go back and take care of that. That's not a big deal after you get everybody out. But for this case, we're just going to head on back up here and scroll around the corner. Our detention area is open. Otherwise, it is normally locked and we cannot pick it. Talk to the terminal and release our friends.
You may be
and Karth is more than impressed. But, you know, it was T3. He didn't really do all that much. He kind of got out of here, and he programmed a droid to do a lot of the killing, even though he was using the flamethrower a lot. Still, that decommissioned droid can do everything. You could sit back and let it do so. But if you're wanting something a little more exciting, how would HK-47 deal with this? I wonder. And now for the moment you heroes have been waiting for. What would happen when HK-47 gets captured by the Sith? Our droid would be the best chance. HK-47 could come and rescue us.
Statement. My construction includes a reserve memory chip and backup power supply that automatically kicks in if I have been shut down too long.
He already has a plan. Great.
And wipe my memory chip. The Sith will take me to the junk heap, and I can come rescue the rest of you after I reactivate.
And now he is clearly terrifying because he knows what's going to happen next. Karth would talk it out with T3. With HK, he knows what the plan is, and that is certainly scary. All right, HK, we'll shut you down and hope this plan works. And they're going to drag us aboard, and we'll see how the Sith interact, picking up HK.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander. Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery. We found a disabled hunter-killer droid in the back of the ship. Excellent.
They're probably wondering, why the hell do these guys have that?
Right in our own army. Wipe its memory chip and take it to the salvage shop. The technicians will deal with it later.
Oh no, they certainly will.
A disturbance in the Force.
There is now a disturbance in the Force. HK-47 is now going to be released unto the Sith.
Well, then we better hope HK-47
He's going to
busts us
definitely
out of
bust
here
us out
before
of here.
he
He's.
arrives.
I wonder how different he's going to do things than T3. Well, here's a start. He's getting picked apart by an actual tech person, but apparently not well enough. What are we going to do now? Oh, well. After doing a quick 360, yeah, HK-47's starting off a little simpler than T3. T3 had numbers. HK just has to go, bam. That's right. And stay down. As we see now, we're back in the droid maintenance area. So again, we have the upgrades that we can certainly take through. That advanced flamethrower of all things. Loot through our equipment and re-equip it all. So the advanced flamethrower, because fire, why not? The advanced stun ray, we have all of his weapons that he had equipped before. Droid medium plating, just in case we get into some combat, because, well, it's T3. It's HK-47. Why not? All right. And again, we can go ahead and talk to the decommissioned droid and get him all set up here, or just wander on down and murder everybody. In this case, I'm going to leave the poor droid alone, because you guys came here, you wanted to see HK-47 get into combat. Admit it. So we're going to get him some combat out here. Since I have the flamethrower, come right on away here. Hey, guys.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Burn. Flamethrower does a lot of damage. We could essentially shoot them all down. Again, we get a drop here, but what we really want to do is go on down the ramp. Well, we're already on a rampage. Let's keep it going. Let's find the Sith that's patrolling the hallway and just straight up murder him. I'm going to queue up a bunch of attacks. He notices, but really doesn't do much of anything. Like, why is half my health gone? And he's just going to stand here for me. Taken down real quick, and as always, we get that pass card. We're going to head on down then. Talk to the Rhodian once again, but this time he's able to understand HK because, well, HK speaks. And much like we did with T3, we can just go ahead and talk to the door now that we have that pass card, set him free, and get the icebreaker. Run her along, dude, otherwise you're going to get caught in HK's warpath. Now, we certainly could just go on in there, use the icebreaker if we really wanted to, but we're going to clear out that room because HK-47 just wants to murder everybody. Start with this guy. Take down half his health right away. He's just going to stand there and go, hi, you guys can't do anything to me. And just take him on down. But why use the icebreaker if we really don't have to? Let's just open up the standard door and murder everybody. Because, hi guys, HK-47 here, and I'm going to burn everybody to a crisp, because that just sounds like fun. and take very little damage on all this. You guys are going to come out here. You're going to be dead. And he's just going to walk on up and just murder everybody with that flamethrower. This flamethrower is just really, really good. I don't know why it's not queued up right away, because, well, HK is just going to go ahead and kill everybody anyways. And just like that, everyone's all taken down. We get a lot of remains here, but I'm not going to be worried all too much. Because the big thing I'm going to want is this pass card. Now, we should be able then to go on and free our friends. So, as always, you do just come up this way. The detention area is open now that we have that pass card. Come on up to the terminal and unlock our friends. Easy as that. HK-47 just gets a huge bloodbath for him as well, which is always fun to do if you just want to really stick it to the Sith. Now our friends are free, and we can continue on the Leviathan. Next time, we're going to go over 2 more of our party members. We're going to go over Canderous and Juhani. As always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by leaving a comment down below or by hitting the like button. If you are new to the channel, unleash your power by hitting the subscribe button down below today as well, and I will see you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.